got private equity firms in Oklahoma, but they don't invest in Oklahoma companies.
Sure.
We've started a private equity fund, and it's been quite interesting to see how corporate Oklahoma has responded to JC Watts. You know, like I said, I've never made a living in Oklahoma, and I kind of felt like we had some low-hanging fruit with some relationships that I had here that I thought we could get to invest with us, and I remain optimistic that we will. But it's nevertheless been interesting to see, you know, how corporate Oklahoma and how corporate America, how they respond when, you know, black men walk in with the coat and tie on and say, we're not looking for a contribution to Greenwood Rising or to the Clear Looper Plaza. We're looking to have a seat at your economic table. It's been interesting to see how people have responded to that, and I've in my public life, I'm not forgotten about the marches at Martin Luther King and Clara Looper. I've benefited from those marches, but it's not equity to give $30,000 to Greenwood Rising. Is equity when people who are qualified can sit at the economic table and you know, create legacy wealth, and that's, I've always focused on that, and you know, George W. Bush used to talk about, in terms of education, I think he framed it as, when he was talking about kids learning, he talked about the soft bigotry of low expectations. Mm-hmm. I think is how he framed it. Well, it's been interesting to walk into offices and ask for a seat at the economic table. How people have viewed that, because they're quite frankly, and I don't say this to be hostile or to be mean. I love Oklahoma. I think we've got some great corporations here. But I still think it's been taking a little getting used to. Yeah. You know, to see somebody like me walk in and say, "Hey, I'm starting a private equity fund. We've got a best-in-class management team. We're going to invest in Oklahoma companies. We'd like for you to, you know, invest with us." Yeah. And so it's been interesting, but I remain hopeful and optimistic that we're gonna get there.